Turning a hobby into work involves a lot of hard work. So in this video, I'm going to break down all my income sources and show you exactly how much I earned right from April 2023 till December 2023. And hopefully this will inspire a lot of you to become music producers or to take up and do a lot of hard work in whatever you do. And this is going to be an extremely candid video where I just take you through all the different income sources I have and how much I have earned over these months. And I hope this will inspire a lot of you. I'm Flojane, otherwise known as Flow of Music, and I put out a lot of tutorials regarding music production. So go ahead and subscribe. So I started using an app where I track all my income and expense. But later on, I shifted to the Excel sheets in Google because I've got a lot of more analytics for me to, really understand all my income sources and the expenses and all those things. Okay, so let me show you the Excel that I used. So this is how it looks like. So I have an income source. I've got all these different, income sources that I have. Now, all these things that I've written down may not be the exact ones that I have used. This is just for explanation. So if I earn something through teaching, then I just type it down. So say I earn 5,000 in the month of April, I just type it down. And suppose maybe I do Melodyne for somebody and I get 1,000 through that and I type it down. So I get a total of 6,000. So like that, I track the income for each and every month. And here I've also got another table where I just have the month and the total income I got during that month. So these are just rough values. And once I input that, I also get these graphs. Basically shows me as a graphical representation how I am doing over each and every month. And it also gives me motivation. If I see a graph going up, obviously I've done well. And obviously I've done a lot of hard work to even see that reflected, right? So this is what I use. And the exact duplicate of this is for the expense as well. Now let's break down all the different incomes that I have. And I'll also be sharing you the major income source that I am having throughout these months. So right from April till December, I have earned more than 2 lakhs. And this is solely through music production. So from a place where I thought I can't even make couple of thousands, to this is seriously a really good achievement. And everything I owe it to God, I owe it to all my family members and my very closest friends who really pushed me and gave me the motivation, helped me to really, go forward during the days when I didn't feel my best. So the first income stream was through music production classes. And this is the highest income that I have earned. How I figured out that I will be good in taking classes for people is through YouTube. So I started putting a lot of free tutorials, lots of tutorials on how I mix and master and edit, and a lot of tips on Logic Pro and all that. And as I started doing that, I noticed that people liked my tutorials and they really learned a lot of stuff through my tutorials. So that is when I knew I was good at it. So then I thought, why not probably take a class? So when I started, putting on Instagram and on YouTube that I am taking classes for music production, lots of people came to me. Lots of people started inquiring. Nobody came through people whom I know, nothing like that. Everything is through social media. So people found me through Instagram or through YouTube and they emailed me or they gave me a DM. And that's how they joined my classes. And that's how basically this income generated. So these are like one-on-one classes that I take, and I have a structure for 8 months. If they want to learn everything from top to bottom with respect to music production, especially for beginners. But if somebody wants an even more customized class, say they want to learn only mastering, then I can do a customized class for them as well. And so far, I have got nearly 1.24 lakhs. And the next division is teaching guitar. Now, this is also something that I never thought I would do. I used to go for classes, but not very regularly. And one of my family member also knows guitar, but nothing was on a consistent basis. So whenever I am free, I just take up the guitar, go for some YouTube tutorial and just learn. So this happened for a very long time. Like for years, this kept happening. Then right after lockdown, I wanted to really play the guitar properly. So I started practicing more and more, but I didn't have the intention of teaching anybody. So when I started posting on Instagram, that is when people from the school called Etude School of Music, so they reached out to me and they wanted to inquire whether I'll be willing to handle classes for the students coming there. And that's how it all worked out. As I teach the students, I learn as well. Through guitar classes, I've earned nearly 21% of my total income. Okay. And that is huge, right? So even the music production classes and guitar classes both were something I never thought I would do. And the next thing is working with other artists, making a track for somebody. Maybe they have a tune, so I make the complete music track for them, I record for them, I mix and master it. Or if somebody tells me to just fix their vocal track, meaning if I have to use a pitch correction like a Melodyne tool and completely, fix their pitches or completely mix and master their vocal track alone, anything that I do for another artist. Okay, so that comes as my third income source. And so far it's come about 14% of my total income, which is pretty great. So when I started, again, there were hardly any clients, okay, 1 or 2. But so far I've got more clients and I have people as repeat clients and they like my work. And the thing is, over the years of doing that for others, I'm also improving my skill, and the quality with which I do now is certainly higher than the quality with which I used to do earlier. As I get more and more opportunities, I am increasing my skills and I'm learning a lot more through that. That's the most important thing, right, when we work. So that is my third point. And the fourth one is through studios. Now, this is not a lot that's happening right now, but whenever I'm free, I used to go out to studios and record people who come there. So even my own clients, if they are in a near where I live, if they want me to record them, then I go out to a studio and I record them. So I get some money through that. So this is about only around 3,000, and additional income sources that I have came from Fiverr. So from Fiverr, I made around 2,000 rupees, which is very less. Fiverr doesn't give you a lot of orders. It's difficult to get a lot of continuous orders through Fiverr, but it is a great place to find freelancers. So I always use Fiverr to find out lyricists, for video editing, for vocals, for a lot of things. With respect to earning through Fiverr, I have not seen great progress through that. Another interesting thing is my digital product. So I have 2 PDFs out for you. One is the 50 plus Logic Pro shortcuts, and the other is the major and the minor scales and chords. So these 2 actually worked really well. When I started with the shortcuts PDF, so it's basically something that I wanted. I just wanted a PDF or some sort of compilation of all the basic Logic Pro shortcuts that we use on a day-to-day basis. There are hundreds and thousands of shortcuts, but those are stuff that probably we will not use on a daily basis. Okay, so I was searching for a PDF like that. All I found out was 1,000 shortcuts, 100 shortcuts, and that was overwhelming. I just needed stuff that will be very, very easy for anybody to use. So that's when I decided to do it on my own. So in this particular PDF, I have stuff that every home studio producers, anybody who wants all the basic controls in Logic Pro in their hands, this is a must for you. I use this and I saw a lot of people buying it. At the same time, all these things about the cards that I was mentioning, the other digital product, again, I needed a PDF that has all the scales and chords within it. Okay, see, I know the formula to find out major scales, minor scales, the harmonic, melodic, and all those things. I know the formula to find out the chords within that scales as well. But suppose I want to, write down the notes and the chords for a B flat melodic minor scale. If I am not strong in music theory, I need to write down each and every time to figure out all these basic stuff, and that was frustrating. So when I wanted to compose, I just wanted to have everything in the palm of my hand. That's when I thought, okay, I need to sit and really put time and effort to create this particular PDF. So that's how major and minor scale PDF really generated. A lot of people actually needed it, and a lot of people started using it. I got somewhere around 4K because of my digital products, and other stuff include promotional content and all those stuff. So that came around 10K. So these are the different divisions that I have. Usually you need to have a lot of income sources. You can't rely on only one. Maybe you can have top 3 income sources and really focus on that and slowly develop the rest later on. So there are a lot of things in the future as well. So it includes my song streams and monetization on YouTube and all that, but that is for a later section. And if you do a rough total of all these things, it comes somewhere above 2 lakhs. If you like music production, it is a journey. If you ask me how do I build a business out of it, any business takes time. So how can you capitalize this business idea? How can you achieve your income through music production? So you need to think a lot. There are so many producers who make an income by selling samples. There are people who just sell beats and make a lovely income out of it. So it really depends on your strength, okay? If you are really good in composing, then probably doing track for others as well as your own song streams will be your strength. So it really comes down to why you like music production. Why do you really like it? When you keep doing that on a consistent basis, you will find ways to earn. If I can do it, anybody else can do it, okay? I'm not a superhero. It's not that I'm someone who's great who can do all these things. I'm still learning and I'm still growing. So if I can do it, anybody else can do it. So I hope this was inspiring to people who are watching this video. And especially when we are entering into this new year, 2024, lots of opportunities are in our hands. It's up to us to grab it, and it's up to us to really put in the hard work, to put in the discipline, and really do well with whatever we have. So I hope this video was useful. Thank you so much for watching. A happy new year to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful and a prosperous new year. Spend time with your families. Stay blessed. Keep making music. And I'll see you in the next year.